Now then, guys, welcome to Strasz Gaming. This is episode 36 of my Journeyman on Football Manager 2019, and I hope you guys are all doing well and your week is fantastic. We're getting straight in. We're looking at the league. We're currently lying in 10th place, which you'd think not too bad considering we're not meant to be anywhere near. Well, we're meant to just avoid relegation. 25 points. There is still, if we win a couple of games, we could end up back into the playoff mix. I'm just trying to aim for 50 points. I'm just trying to keep this Bolton team up and not even get into a relegation battle and just overperform to make me look better as a manager. But there's one problem. Form at the minute has been absolutely terrible. And when I say form, I mean form has been awful. Last time out, you saw us on a very good run of football here, but then we lost on penalties against Manchester United, and then Crystal Palace just kind of tore us apart, and we lost 7-2, which was just unheard of. It was crap. It was disgusting and horrible, and I feel like the team has just not bounced back from that loss. We got a draw from that Birmingham 1-1. Yeah, and then we lost against Preston 4-3, and it was a game. It was just a very good game, but they literally just scored in the last minute. They really did, and it was quite annoying. It really was, but it's football. At the end of the day, that's how it's going to go. We then lost against West Brom 2-1. Again, we scored early on. They scored not long afterwards, and then scored straight after the half-time whistle kicked off. Jake Livermore got sent off for him, but it was just too little too late for us. We couldn't get ourselves back into the game. We did beat Oxford just. Oxford are like in the relegation zone. We beat them 2-1, and it took us a while to the back end of the game to actually get back into it because we did go 1-0 down quite early on. Then we've just played Derby. We lost 2-0 against Derby, and I've just played this game 2-0 against Sunderland at home as well. And the game we were just poor. We really were. If we have a look at the match stats, if it gives us the match stats, it should do. We had all the possession, all the shots. They just had more on target and scored their goals. We just didn't, unfortunately. But we've got two games today that we should win. We've got Aston Villa, who are in 21st, and then we've got QPR, who are in 22nd. It's just the way it's fallen. I've not chosen the easy games. There should be easy games, but at the minute our run of form, it's quite terrible. It's starting to look like last season's run of form. We did lucky last season. Looking at this state of last season, have a look at November. Yeah, they lost all of November. When did we come into this? It was the FA Cup game here, wasn't it? So it was January that we joined, and we did quite well with them, and we're doing all right now. We just need to get a few more wins back into us, get some more points on the board, and we should be all right. So the team that's going to be lining up today to take on this Aston Villa team, Burton's going to come off. Paul is going to be playing because I don't like Burton at the minute, even though he's been good for us. He's a potential championship player. He was potentially what am I trying to think of? Potentially a Premier League player. So yeah, we're dropping him. Regan Paul's going to come in. He's played a few games for us. He's done all right. So we've got Amwick in goal. We've got Dar, Paul, Beavers and Roberts. I've realised as well, I've not been playing Matthews in goal, and he just keeps getting injured, which is really annoying because he was the one that I favoured last season, and he's done all right, but he's only played 2 games for us, conceded 4 goals. If you have a look at Amwick, he has, conceded a lot of goals. 29 goals again this season, so we need to improve the goalkeeper. Definitely going to be swapping him over once he gets fit again. Roberts at left back. Then we've got Longstaff and Villa as our midfield two. With Will Ferry, who's getting in some game time because we've got injuries to Kiki, Green, Kapersky out on the left. And I'm struggling with strikers. It's probably because I'm playing with a target man. We just are struggling. I'm playing Timmy Herbert a lot. He's only two-star potential. He's not that great. Potentially to be a to the championship striker, to be honest with you. At the minute, his current level is Vanarama National. His stats are alright, his finishing's good, but we've got him or Connor Wickham, and Connor Wickham scored 1 goal for us this season. So Magnins is coming in and starting. Hopefully he can carry on scoring. We just need some goals, and we're definitely missing Kiki because he's the one that seems to be doing the playmaking for us, scoring the goals. Yes, Kopinski has scored the same amount as goals of him, but it doesn't look as as good as a player, if you know what I mean, as good as a playmaker. But he's doing all right. It's his first season at the club. Hopefully he should do all right. We're currently in 10th, though. A win today would be nice. Out of these 2 games, I just want to win at least one of them. Villa, by the way, are unbeaten in 4. Their form has just been really good, and they're moving themselves up in the league. So they're slowly getting back up to where they should be. And it's Aston Villa. They're not going to be terrible, are they? And we've almost conceded early on. That's the problem as well. We concede early at the minute, and we need to stop that from happening. Right, we have a throw-in. Villa to Dar. Crosses it in. And have we just got a penalty? We have just got a penalty. Don't know what for. Max Green is going to take the penalty. Fingers crossed. Come on, Greeny. Score it. He does. Right down the middle. Puts us 1-0 ahead early on in this game. It's just what we need, to be honest with you, because we need to score as many goals as we can, because our defence isn't that great. We're getting there with it. I'm just trying to find the right 2. But it's come straight to another highlight, though, with a corner for Villa. We do manage to defend it. I don't know what the defence was doing there, but we do manage to clear it. Courtesy to Ferry, who crosses it in. Mannings is there. Villa with the shot. It goes wide. Right, another throwing. Dar to Villa. Dar's picked up a yellow card, which I don't like. Green goes for the shot. He doesn't really cross it in. He just goes for the shot from there. And that's a good chance from him. And he might as well, because he is in some decent form. I lied when I said Green was in decent form. I don't know why I said that. He's been in alright form. He's starting today. AJ has been starting, but he's gone off the boil a little bit. So I thought I'd start Green. Here is going to be Aston Villa's goal when I could speak. I don't know what that was. Here, just kind of breathing. And it's just long ball over the top. Let's just play it back. Play the ball over the top. We then play it over. Come on, just keep hold of this ball. And it's not. We can't. And then they're going to get the chance out wide. And they literally just tore us apart then. Aston Villa did. And it was just, we couldn't win that ball. We just got hold of it and just booted it. We need to try and keep possession a little bit more, I think. Let's go a bit shorter passing. Can we just try and retain the possession a little bit more? And that was literally, the ball was just ping-ponging around. And they eventually just pinged it out wide, crossed it in. And there's no one there, really. Dar wasn't marking his man. Defenders were at 6s and 7s. And annoyingly, it's 1-1. Hopefully this is going to be the last highlight of the half, and it's going to be a goal for us, hopefully. Roberts beats his man. Oh, he goes for the cross/shot. I think he just doesn't know what to do there, and he just ends up kicking it across the goal, and there's no one there to tap it in. Half-time is here, though. I'm going to say I'm pleased with how it's going. We're drawing. We're not losing. Let's just try and be positive. We have dropped down to 11th with drawing. We just need to maintain what we're doing. A point would be okay. I'd take a point right now with how things are. But we are away from home. I am going to make some subs, though. In fact, we've got a free kick, so we'll see what happens here first before I make my subs. Green to Roberts. Gets the crossing. Can't find Magnins. And Dar picks the ball up. Don't do anything stupid. Plays it all the way back to Elmwick. Ball over to Roberts. To Kapersky, who can't find his cross. And that was poor. That really was poor. It just came off one of their defenders. And oh my God, I hate them sort of goals. I really do hate them goals. And it's just come from the winger, tries to whip it in. When I've said play shorter passes, it just comes off the defender of Aston Villa. They get the ball and then they just lump it forwards. And that was shocking goalkeeping, shocking defending from them. And it's just, again, I can understand why this team massively struggled last season. I really do. We're overperformed at the beginning of the season. I don't know who to bring on. Connor Wickham. Maybe give him a chance. Who else is underperforming? No one really. It's just hard at the minute. It really is difficult. I just don't know what to do. Maybe putting a defensive midfielder in instead of playing an attacking midfielder. But that's not how I want to play. It would probably work and show up the defence a little bit more. But then we wouldn't score because we don't have any players capable of scoring at the minute. So we need the attacking players on the pitch. And this is going to be a highlight towards Aston Villa. This is going to be another loss to us. It really is. And we'll only drop down to 11th, but with 25 points, we had a bit of a gap from the relegation zone. But as things keep going, we're going to slip down further and further into this league. And we just need to not get complacent. I'm going to tell them to show some passion. I'm going to make another sub and just see how we kind of get on from here. Right, so what am I going to do? Longstaff, he came to me wanting to play football. He's having an absolute terrible game. So we're going to get him on the pitch and just see how he gets on. Right, we'll confirm that. Get him on the pitch. kind of just change things up a little bit. But they've got a corner, and we do manage to defend it just about. And I want to go attacking, and I feel like we need to go attacking. But every time I do that, that's the end of the game pretty much. But we've got to go attacking. I've got stats there. I need latest scores there now, don't I? Played the whole game. Here we go. It's going to be a... crying out loud. It's 3-1. The team just falls apart. They really do. And I'm going to have to change the tactic. The only problem is the tactic kind of evolves around wingers and an attacking midfield player. But I need a defensive midfielder. Wickham with a goal back. Connor Wickham with his second goal. But it's a little too late. It really is. It's... Connor Wickham finishes the ball quite nicely. I need to start looking at maybe another tactic. Maybe Gengham press isn't the way to go. I'm not too sure, but we need to do so. And Roberts gets injured, and we've got no one else to put him on with. So that's lovely. Green, can he pull out of a wonder of a free kick? He can't. And this is going to be the end of the game. It's 3-2. I'm disappointed. I really am. Hopefully that's not a horrible injury to Roberts. Probably will do. I'm going to aggressively get angry at him. I'm not happy. I'm really not happy. I'm going to have to change the tactic a little bit, I think. I don't know what. So for the next game, there's going to be a tactic change, I think. Maybe not formation, but I'm going to have to change the tactic. I really am, because I feel like people are going to know how long's he out for. He's only out for 3 days, so that's fine. So we're going to get into this next game. I'm not going to go do the press conference, because I'll just get angry and probably do... terrible. Bernard is doing all right on his loan. So yeah, let's just get into this other game and figure out what tactic we're going to be playing. So here we are for the game against QPR. What have I done? I have created a tick-attacker formation just to see how it goes. We've got Kiki coming back from injury, which is nice. So he's going to be playing. He's not fully, obviously, match fit. He's not going to play the full match. What else have I done? Matthews has gone in goal. Dart is going to be starting. In fact, no, I'm going to bring on Downey. I think he's gonna play instead of Dart. Robertson is still there. His injury wasn't that great. I rested him for a week. He was fine. Kaspersky and Kiki, obviously. Green, Magnins. Longstaff is getting another chance. He needs to perform today, because I promised him he's going to play more football. But if he plays crap, he's just not going to play. Villa is a deep line playmaker. We do have, obviously, all these players on the bench. We've got Tom Wise, AJ, Will Ferry. And a few other players, obviously, that could maybe jump into this squad, go onto the bench and just see how well they do. But at the minute, I'm keeping faith with what we've got. We are getting the reports back from the managers we've got the players on loan from, saying they're not happy with how we're doing the loans because they're not playing football. And yeah, I don't blame them, to be honest with you. If I was a manager and players are out on loan and they're not being played properly, you'd probably say something, but I've just ignored it. But we do need a win today, because a loss... Obviously, we've still got the big gap from the relegation zone, but we just need to do it out. QPR, obviously, are in the relegation zone at the minute. So this should be a fairly easy game. Just try out the new tactic. And Longstaff's in, and we score early on again. Another early goal, 1-0 up. But you know, that means nothing, to be honest with you, unless we can keep on top of it. But it is QPR. They are struggling. It comes from a nice little ball from Roberts here. And Longstaff just beats his man and just scores, which is good to see. We just need definitely a better striker. Massively need a new striker. I did look at trying and getting Paul Gratzel in, and they want £400,000. I don't have £400,000. He's not worth that. I tried to get him on a little bit cheaper on the Never Never and all that sort of stuff. Didn't quite work either. Couldn't get him in. Longstaff, after scoring the goal, loses the ball to mean QPR almost scoring. So he's like a villain here at one end and almost a villain at the other end of the pitch. Right, we're in. Villa's in. Midfielders. I tell you what, my central midfielders look like they're on one today. So half-time is here. It's 1-0 still. We're doing okay. I'm pleased with how things are going. Just keep it up. Just a win, please. And 3 points would be massive today. We need the 3 points. And we'll just have to see how we get on. Right, we've got a throw in. Robertson's to Villa. He gets tackled, but Roberts picks the ball up. Gets the cross in. There's no one there. And here we go. I want to swear a lot and scream a lot and just get angry at this game. And this just comes from a ball over the top. And it's just... Who's that? Beavers letting it in. And then Regan Paul just not doing a very good job. And I need to demand more from them. We need to get a goal back straight away. The tactic is done all right. We've had the shots. We've had the possession. It's just trying to get the goals. Longstaff, we need to convert these chances we're having. 13 shots, 6 on target, and only 1 goal is just not good enough. Right, let's change strike as well. Connor Wickham can come on. Kiki's not having a great game. We'll bring on Jimmy Holt. I'm just going to leave it at that for now. Right, with Green with a free kick, and we're in. Josh Villa scoring, making it 2-1. The midfielders are doing the striker's job for him today. Longstaff and Villa on the score sheet, making it 2-1. Hopefully we can keep this up. We just need to get just another goal would be nice right now. It really would. I'm just looking. Villa is looking tired. We might have to bring him off, even though he's having such a good game. Robertson, again, is looking tired. There's a couple of minutes to go. Do you know what? I'm going to take Robertson off. I'm going to risk it and bring on Rochefort for the last 3 minutes of this game. Hopefully he won't balls anything up and we can just hold on to this win. And we do hold on to the win. Thank you very much for the midfield there. Longstaff and Villa getting on the score sheet because we got away with that. Good win. I'll tell them it's a good win. It's away from home. Yes, there is struggling QPR. We now have Sheffield United and Hull City next. Sheffield are top of the league. Hull City is 7th. It's going to be fun, isn't it? It really is. This episode's long, but I think I did take a phone call in between it. How's he doing as a goalkeeper? Do we need to recall you? How many goals you conceded? 5 games, conceded 7. Not too bad. Right, where we're going to be coming back, probably at the end of December. I'm going to play through the rest of November and come back probably the end of December to see what we need to do strength-wise. Maybe look at the job market to see if there's any jobs going. You never know. There might be a cheeky Premier League job going somewhere. We'll have a quick look now, actually. Any jobs going anywhere that might be of good for us, of use? A lot of jobs in the Championship at the minute. Obviously, Fulham, Crystal Palace, Portsmouth, Villa, QPR. Again, we've just beat them. So teams we're not going to... Teams that we're not wanting to go to. Get my words out. York City jobs up for grabs. Why on earth is the York City job up for grabs? What's going on here then? Have they sacked their manager? History, managers. He was sacked, yeah. Nice. No one's done anything as good as me. 1 League Cup, 1 league, 1 trophy. I've not been able to capitalise on all the money that I've given them. What a shame, York City. Anyway, this episode is dragging on long enough. So, guys, if you're new, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know if you've made it all the way through the video and if you've watched it from start to finish. That's one thing I want to know. Or did you just skip to see the results? Because we all do it sometimes because life's hard and you don't have much time to catch up on all these sort of things. But anyway, enough of that. Thank you very much for watching. I will catch you in the next episode. And have a lovely day, evening, night, morning, wherever you are. And I'll speak to you in the next episode. See you in a bit, guys.